All right, hello and welcome to this very brief presentation in which I will let you know of three simple steps which you need to undertake in order to close at least 5 to 15 new clients every single month for your photography business. Okay, very important information. So let's get started right away. Now, a brief introduction. My name is Yasir Khan. I'm a marketing consultant. I've helped more than 189 photographers in both US and Canada increase their monthly revenue by 50 to 290%. Okay, and I will get into that more later on in the presentation. Now, my guarantee to you is very simple. Watch these three videos and you will easily be able to dominate your local city or your local area and get a lot more business for your photography practice. Okay, so once again, who is this presentation for? Um, it is for anyone who is a part-time or a professional photographer and wants more clients. Okay, you can be a wedding photographer, an event photographer, someone who conducts professional photo shoots, someone who goes about doing pet photography, and much, much more. Okay, basically, if you are a photographer and if you are in need of more clients, you need to watch these three videos because trust me, you will find a lot of new things which actually work and which have made photographers a lot of money. Okay, so let's start with a case study. Now, we have a photographer in Miami. He's one of my clients, and he is now closing four times as many clients as he did before he started with us. Why? Because he used the three methods that we mentioned in these three videos, and now he has added at least 23,000 to his revenue last month alone. He started with us 2 months ago, and obviously, this is not his profitability because there are some costs involved as well. But he did let me know that he is netting at least 17,000 last month alone. Okay, because he already owned the equipment and there weren't a whole lot of fixed costs as far as he was involved. So just because he got a lot of contracts, he got a lot more clients out of it. He has hired, I believe, two or three more people to meet the additional demand. Okay, and obviously he is ecstatic. Okay, he has he's now making a lot more money every single month. So basically, he now receives at least 30% of all photography clients quote requests in his city. Okay, now that's a big claim, I know, but that's what he told me. He told me that he is now making a lot more money, closing a lot more clients, and in a normal sized city like Miami, he is making a lot more than he is paying us. Okay, but it goes without saying that you can set up these methods on your own as well. It just takes a little getting used to. So step number one, this is the first part of the process. Okay, we use Facebook ads in order to target the right people, in order to get them to sign up to be your client. Now, obviously, we're not going to start doing Facebook ads the way everyone else does them, right? We are doing it with a huge twist, and I'll talk more about that later on in the presentation. Now, Facebook is one of the largest social media platforms available. The big difference is that you can target ads, you can show ads based on user demographics and their locations. This is a huge plus, especially in the photography niche. Okay, you can target people in your vicinity, you can give them a discount or something free of charge, something of value, and therefore get them to call in. Now, after they call in, all you have to do is provide good service to them, and trust me, they will keep on coming back to you. If they are not able to hire you again later on down the road, they will definitely tell their friends and family and relatives to contact you. I know this for a fact because a lot of photographers have told me this fact. Okay, so I know it. I know for a fact it's true. So Facebook ads are very easy to set up. Okay, 90% of professional photographers are not using this method. Okay, and if you are a new photographer or a part-time photographer, this percentage goes up to 95%. Okay, so almost no one is using this tactic. That is why the competition level is really low, and you get to advertise your services for very, very cheap. All right, so all you have to do is run a Facebook ad campaign for a week and gauge the results. And if some of the campaigns are not showing results, all you have to do is delete them. And if a campaign is getting clients to convert to call in, you can scale up those campaigns. Now it sounds really simple, but it's a little more involved, and I'll talk more about that later. So You might be asking yourself, what can I give to my prospective client in order to get him or her to sign up? Now, remember, the success here is related to offering your potential client something of value for free or for a steep discount initially. Some examples are, you can create a Facebook ad and tell them to call you to request a quote. This is very simple and it isn't the best proposition because everyone seems to be marketing this way. So try not to use this phrase just because you want to stand out and offer something of value to them in your ad just to get them to click, just to get them interested. A better way of doing this would be to say that I'm offering 30% off wedding photography if you use this coupon code. Trust me, people like to save money, okay? And saying this will get a lot of them to call in or inquire about your services, especially if you have something really, really good to offer. Another example is saying that I will offer 20% off of event photography if you order today or if you order within the next 3 days, okay? Always try to add a time limit to it because an open-ended offer just doesn't convert as well. Another example would be to say that I will offer you 3 tips to hire the right wedding photographer or event photographer or pet photographer if you sign up to my mailing list. Now, once they sign up to your mailing list, you can educate them, you can contact them multiple times in order to talk to them over the phone. So that makes it easy for you to get them to sign up. So let's take a look at how this really how you can really implement this in reality. Okay, now um, I have this is a mock setup of a Facebook ad. Obviously, this is one of my these are one of my own websites. It's not related to photography. I've just entered this website for the sole purpose of showing you how Facebook ads are supposed to work. Now, assuming that you are a wedding photographer in Houston, Texas, okay, all you have to do is um, target people who recently got engaged, right? Because people who recently got engaged will obviously be getting married in the next couple of months. That's usually how it goes, right? So, assuming you're in Houston, you select Houston over here in the location. You put 18 to 65 as the age group for potential clients, obviously, because you cannot be certain what age group is getting engaged or married, right? It's an open-ended thing. But here's where it gets really, really good. All right, so if you look into the life events section, you can easily target people who were newly engaged, okay? And if you see here, you will be able to target around 8,200 people in the entire city of Houston, um, since they were recently engaged within the last 3 months. So you know for sure that there's a good percentage of these people who would like to get married, right? And if their wedding is coming up sooner or later, they would be thrilled to hire a wedding photographer who will be able to provide them a steep discount on his services so that they can save money if they reserve a spot right now. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, this is the good thing once again about Facebook marketing is that you can zero in on the target demographic. Once again, the reason why we have selected newly engaged people over here is because obviously they will get married in the near foreseeable future. So you can sell them wedding photo shoots. Okay, another way of doing this is to uh, get this out and go into the relationship section and go into relationship status and just select engaged. Now, this isn't the best way of doing it, obviously, because you are not sure whether these people were engaged in the last 5 years or in the last 10 years. So obviously, the marketing to these people will not be as efficient. That's why I suggested just using the other option I mentioned over here. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Now, if you start an ad, you shouldn't be spending more than 10 or 20 or $30 just to test it for the first couple of days, obviously. um, uh, um, Assuming that you want people to click through to your website, and technically you should have a website, just so once people click on your ad, they go to your website and they can see the kind of work that you have already done. Okay, and if you have been in the photography business for a couple of months or a couple of years, you would have enough cases, enough of a portfolio to show your prospective clients, and that should really help you close those clients. So always make sure you have something good to offer them. Now, in terms of an ad, you don't need to do something crazy, okay? let me just reposition this image. Sorry. Um, yeah, this seems to be okay. All right. So assuming that you're marketing only to people who were recently engaged, like I mentioned here, um, you would show a picture of a ring or something similar which catches their interest and ask them, recently engaged? All right. So ask them if they were recently engaged, which you know for a fact that they were, and say we offer professional wedding photo shoots, 30% off regular prices for the next 3 or 7 or 10 or 15 days. It's up to you, okay? Once they click on this ad, and trust me, they will click on this ad because it helps them save a lot of money, they will call you or they will send you their information and then you can call them up and try to close them over the phone. That's how simple it is. The problem is that most people do it the wrong way, okay? So that's all there is to it, especially the Facebook marketing part, okay? All you have to do is show your ad to the right people and get them to click. Now, there are some other options over here as well. There you go. If you go into the behaviors section and select event creators in a specific city, assuming that it's Houston, you will obviously be targeting people who love creating events, which means that they are on the event management team. Okay, this is huge. Why? Because you can sell them event photography packages. Right? Anyone who is managing an event, and if it's a big enough event, and if that event is worthwhile, will obviously need someone to create, to take photos of that event. All right. So there you go. That's how easy it is. Now you have selected event creators over here. Since we know for a fact that these people love creating events and they love showing up to events and they love managing events, you can easily target these people as well. Now, obviously, since there are a million people living in Houston, and because you are so precise with your ads over here, you know that there are only 22,000 event creators in the city of Houston, which means that you are only marketing to people who would want your services. Now, technically, event photography packages can range from anywhere between $500 to $4,000, depending on how large the event is. There is a huge profit margin over here. Okay, so there you go. Once again, um, for event photography, you can change the picture to something similar, something which will get them to click, and ask them, running an event. We offer professional event photo shoots, 30% off regular pricing for the next 3 or 5 or 10 or 15 days. That's it, guys. That's how simple it is. Okay, so please don't do things which all the other photographers are doing. You have to take a different approach to show your ads only to people who are interested. And trust me, this is going to convert really, really well. So all you have to do is place the order here, and within a couple of days, once the ads start running, you will see whether they are effective or not. All right, so once you know how this works in real life, you should be good to go, especially as far as the first step of this process is concerned. But remember, here's the most important part. You have to add retargeting to it, to your website in order to get people to really, really call in. Why? Because retargeting is a way of advertising to only those people who have visited your photography website in the past. Okay? So assuming that I visit your photography website, your ads will start showing up in my browser or on my Facebook or on other websites, no matter what I surf and where I go on the web. Why is that important? Because people need to see your ad or service multiple times, around 5 to 6 times, in order to call in or in order to purchase. Now, retargeting is extremely important. This process will not work really well without it, and I will cover this more in video number 3. But for the time being, this video is pretty much over. Please click through to video number 2, and I will show you the rest of the other parts of this really, really effective process. Thank you.